Good morning from beautiful, dark Munghai in Yunnan province, about as far southwest as you can get in China. I'm essentially on the border with Burma or Myanmar, and also pretty near the border with Laos. And last night I spent the night sleeping in this ET5T, and it was a really good night's sleep compared to the first time when I slept in this car on the first night that I had it, which was at like a highway rest stop with trucks everywhere. This time I'm out in the forest on a country road in the fog. You can't see nothing, but it's about 6:30 in the morning now, and I want to show you some NIO Life products that I have to test out. First thing are these two lamps actually that are pretty cool. All this stuff is rechargeable batteries, and you can plug into the car with USB-C or anyway, I'll get into it later as the sun comes up. So let's take a look at this car. Beautiful car, beautiful thing. I started packing up the back already. Let's show you, because I want to show you how much better the lights are than previous NIOs, of course. This one's amazing. You have this light right here, which is great. And then you have one on this side, and there's this one on this side, which you can actually remove. And also I can hang up these lamps here from NIO Life. Hang these here. There's two hooks that you can unleash. And then I can actually adjust the light, the brightness, and the settings here. The color of the light, the warmth. It's a pretty cool little product here. Then this thing is cool right here as well. Actually is also a pump. I don't know if it still has power. It's also wireless. So let me show you this actually. This is my bed I sleep in. So this one right here, it came with the NIO Life mattress, right? Sorry about the mess, of course. It came with the NIO Life mattress, and it plugs into your car's 12 volt over here. 12 volt. And push the button and it blows air, and it works great. It's a little bit big though if we can compare these two. This one is wireless. You charge it with your USB in your car. So actually I can get rid of this in the future and just carry this one, potentially save a lot of space, and it has a light on it. So this one has a button right here. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. So that actually has the capacity to blow up this air mattress as well, as long as you have it charged. So that works great. Highly recommend this NIO Life product right here if you're going to be sleeping in your car. So we're getting pretty close to 7 a.m. I'm going to have to wait a few minutes for the sun to come up, and then I can show you some more things that I have from NIO Life. So hang on one second. Actually, you know what? Oh, finally some traffic out here. You know what? While it's still dark out here, I might as well show you this light in action in real life, not just in like the showroom, right? So that, you push that button there, it pops out. Long press to turn it on. You can use it as an emergency light or a red light, flashing light. That's the emergency light, sorry. If you want to use it as a flashlight, you just double tap, and now you have it as a pointer. So that's pretty cool. You might be curious about what else is going on out here. Looks like I'm charging my car, right? I could technically be charging my car. This thing can charge the car down here, this little machine, this box. But also, you can use it as a power source, right? So you can plug that in, get power from the car. So then you can plug in this power strip to it. There's got two plugs here. You've also got USB on the side over here. Another cool thing about this little light right here from the back of the car is that it actually has a loop on the back that you can undo, and then you can hang up on things. So I'm going to put the camera down really quick, simply because I only have two hands, and I'm going to hang it from up here. So of course the loop is flexible, and you can hang it from pretty much anywhere really, as long as it's big enough. But yeah, I really like that feature. I think that's really smart, and I think it's very useful. And I tell you that because, you know, to me, like the coolest thing about NIO, let me get this back so I have a little light on me, and all their cars that they keep coming out with, like from NT1 to NT2, and then each iteration of NT2. I talked about it before, it's like, but they keep iterating on their product and making it even just slightly better. They keep updating things, like they see what people complain about or don't like a little bit, and then they make it better. So like the NT 1.0 EC6 went from having like one really tiny light that was horrible, and it was like being in pitch dark in the night when you're trying to camp or do things, to having now 3 lights one removable. Plus you got all these really cool NIO Life lights that if you wanted to go camping or if you need light, you got extra you can get. It's not for free. You can use your NIO points or you can buy, even NIO points are not free. You have to buy a car. Nothing in life is free, but it feels like it's free. Maybe you didn't spend any actual dollars or renminbi on it or euros. So definitely, if you're an ET5T driver or any NIO driver, but ET5 driver, all of this stuff is really cool for using on road trips or in emergency situations like this one. Definitely good for if you have a flat tire, you can stick it out on the road somewhere like this. Let's try it. Check that out. Now nobody will run into the back of my car. How good of a place is this to sleep at? Nobody around all night. I probably could have pulled a little farther off the side of the road, but it was quite muddy. It's been raining a lot. This is rainforest after all. Oh, that's a sweet car. All right, so now I have hot water. I just boiled it with the electric kettle. And I pushed the button inside the car to turn this off, stop discharging to the portable battery. So I can take that out now. Let's try to take a little quick look at what else we've got here. First thing is this NIO Life coffee grinder. About to make some coffee with. It seems to be very high quality, built very well. The other thing we've got is this little camping cup. So this here case that it comes with is made from recycled PET plastic. Here's the cup. So just so everybody's aware, it's not cold out here. It's actually quite warm. We're in the tropics. However, dengue fever is like really rampant out here. And it's supposed to be really bad this year. Like everybody I know in Xishuangbanna has already got it. And the hospitals are full. People with dengue fever. There's tons of mosquitoes out here right now. And I put on the mosquito repellent, but they're still eating me alive. So if I'm in the hospital in the next, I don't know, a few days or a week, however long it takes, this is why. Nice fine powder. China white. So I'm not like the most creative person, as you probably can tell. But, I'm sure if other people had a car, a NIO or any car, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be NIO, but have like the discharge unit or electric outlets outside the car. When you go camping, you could find better things to do than just make coffee. Probably people would bust out TVs or loudspeakers or even just cooking supplies. So that's really cool that you can do that with that machine. It's kind of, I guess, not disappointing, but for a car, like a touring car, I think that it would be even better if it would have, a standard electrical outlet that you could just plug in something without having the discharge and charging machine. But that machine's really cool because, like I said, it has USB, it has the power strip. You can charge the car or you can plug in your electrical supplies and go camping and have everything you need, like all the accoutrement of civilization. As far as this grinder goes, very easy to use, very easy to grind. Obviously the burrs in there are really high quality. It's really nice, I guess, steel or aluminum probably. Heavy, nice wood knob there. You have your little capture device for your coffee grounds. It smells great. Here, I don't know if anybody's used one of these before. This you can change the size of the grind with this little dial. So I didn't even adjust it. It was already on halfway between fine and coarse. So I figured that's good enough to start with. And it worked great. And I'm about to have my cup of coffee. It's too bad I didn't have NIO coffee beans. I have some other NIO Life products to share, I guess. You have your NIO Life outdoor kind of like pennants or triangle flags that you can string up. And I'm sorry, I didn't string them up out here. Sorry, NIO. NIO provided me with some of this stuff. Some of it was already my own. Spicy grilled beef slices, which are really good. I already started eating them. That's why the box is open. That was my snack last night before bed. I also don't want those for breakfast, I'm sorry. One seedless prune coming right up. So while we're here, let's talk about NIO Life. I think that NIO Life and the products they provide are all really great. Of course, not every product is going to be for every single person on earth. Some things they don't suit me. But the really cool thing about that is, even though some things like I might see on the app and I say, oh, this probably doesn't suit me, because you know it's going to be high quality, because everything's basically been vetted by NIO and or designed by NIO or with NIO's partners. Because of that, and because they have attention to detail and attention to high quality, and because, you know, perhaps you're not spending actual real dollars or renminbi, you're actually spending NIO points, you might actually take a chance on something new, which for me, I know the older I get, the less I try new things. Like I get really stuck in my habits. Like even when I travel or do things, like I have things that I like to do, have foods that I like to eat, and I don't venture out as much as I used to. When you kind of have like a little bit of a push to try something different, simply because, you know, it's there, maybe you've never seen it before or considered it before, and you have the points for it, or just the fact that you know it's going to be something high quality. That's, I think, the really true advantage of NIO Life. I know there's a lot of cynicism online about NIO doesn't focus enough on just the car, just selling the car. In my mind, the fact that they have like things that actually do make your life better, and they focus on making a joyful lifestyle. Like I know I've said it before, it sounds cheesy before you get into it, but like I've had nothing but joyful experiences with my car and with NIO the brand and with NIO the company and the staff. You know, they always want to make sure that things are good for you, for the user, whether it's with the car or with the other outside products or with the service. It's always been just like really, really worry-free, which is kind of like their mantra, right? Is like, we want your life to be worry-free. We want to help you to be able to relax a little bit more and have more joy in the world. And again, for like cynics or pessimists or people who think that's cheesy or just maybe just a way to try to sell an image or sell something, you know, you might be right, you might have a point, but at the same time, once you're involved in it, it's really quite good. I'm so grateful for a lot of the experiences I've been able to have, just basically because I've been involved with NIO, because I bought a car. My previous experiences with cars is like, I buy a car and it's kind of a burden. It's a burden to have to service it all the time. It's a burden to drive to work and back and things like that. And I know like my experience with NIO is different because I bought the car as a toy, basically, to bring me fun, to travel around China. My feeling is, even though I might buy it for a different reason from other people, my feeling is that even if you do buy it as like a vehicle to get you to work and back, or to transport your family, and not just as a toy but as a tool, it's still also going to be a fun tool. It's going to be like a power tool, like an electric bandsaw or something, which is fun to use, and it's a tool that has a purpose. And so I think that's a really big difference with NIO, and with the whole NIO Life thing, and with the NIO communities, and everything involved in the whole operation. I guess that's my rant for this morning. Hope you enjoyed a nice look at some more NIO products. Even this, my Nomi jacket, I wear this thing all the time, guys. Like, it wicks away the water. It's like waterproof jacket, especially in places like this, like Sichuan, where it rains a lot. This jacket is very light, so I don't get too hot when I wear it, but I don't get wet. It's awesome. I love it. High quality. If I wouldn't have had it, I would have been wearing like a hoodie, you know, a sweatshirt, and I would have been soaked. Not right now, but whenever it rains. Like I said, stuck in my ways, perpetually 22 years old. So I'm gonna finish this coffee and then hit the road. It's beautiful countryside out here, wonderful driving, and take it easy. I hope that you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And I do hope sincerely that you get to enjoy experiences not unlike this one. Maybe very different, maybe you're in a different country, different place, but you know, camping, hanging out, enjoying life, having a joyful time. And whether it's with this car or with something else, or with your family, or whatever you're, you know, I sincerely hope that everybody's just happy. That's my only wish in this whole entire life. It's hard out there with some things that are happening in the world. Cheers to everybody.